thank you for joining us for Sniffling in the Void, a conversational podcast where Cthulhu Tilly and Hallik, the co-hosts, are currently sick.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead. We should have audio for both of us now, so we should be good to go.
It is Sniffling into the Void, episode 19.
Sniffling into the Void. Yeah, you've been sick, haven't you?
God. Not just sick. I got COVID.
Oh shit, dude.
It's straight up COVID, and I have a little fun couple stories about it.
Oh god.
Oh man.
That is really tragic. I'm sorry, man. I am not sick. I just had horrendous allergies this morning, and I took allergy pills, but I'm still a little stuffy, just because they only kind of take the edge off. But yeah, COVID is definitely worse than allergies. But we're both a little sniffly and a little nasally today, so sorry for everyone who that is annoyed by our stuffy noses. That's
why we've considered renaming this episode to Sniffling into the Void. We're gonna need a new intro, a new outro, a new social media.
Yeah, are there video sync issues? I don't think there should be.
I see my camera is not doing too hot.
I can fix that here real quick. There we go.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's an echo. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what is causing the echo.
Hold on, let me see if I can hear it on stream.
Yeah, I need to mute you in Discord real quick.
Okay. Very professional.
Testing.
Wow, look at this man with the mute button.
Oh, it's probably just because it's I see. Okay, there we go. That should fix that issue. There should not be an echo anymore. Okay.
Well, that's fine.
All right. Oh. Sorry about the echo for a second there. Anyways.
Yeah, Clearly's just gonna fix that post-production. Editors know. Yeah. Fix that shit.
Well, I mean, we haven't actually, I can either cut it out or we can redo intro, which is fine. But yeah, welcome to Chatting in the Void, Sniffling in the Void, episode 19. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so COVID.
Fun. Interactive.
Fun.
Love
interactive. It. Yeah, it's great. COVID has a wonderful interactive gameplay.
Yeah, you get it, and then you hit the bed, and you become a vegetable. So you get to roleplay as a vegetable for a few days. It's fascinating.
That is true. It is. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I didn't get it too bad when I got it, but
it is worse exhausting. Oh my god, dude. So for me, it started on Sunday. Right. It wasn't that bad. It was just, something on my throat, whatever.
Right.
But it got really bad Monday afternoon after I streamed. I started getting a headache. I started getting a fever. Oh my god, dude. I couldn't sleep that night. I didn't sleep at all. Because I would my eyes would shut for 2 hours. And then I would have to wake up. Because my throat would be so dry that I feel like I would I could not breathe if I don't go wash it out a little,
Right.
At the same time, I had to cough this stuff stuck on my respiratory system. So that would be my entire Monday night to Tuesday evening is fall asleep for 2 hours, wake up, go to the bathroom, cough a bunch, clean up, go to bed, try to somehow fall asleep again with a massive headache, sleep 2 hours, wake up, go to the bathroom, clean up, go back, and I just went back and forth like that for like 12 hours straight. It was not fun. I could not sleep, man. Oh my god. My fever started getting really, really bad. And I just your joints also hurt too a lot. Obviously, that's like a big symptom of COVID.
Yeah.
But basically, what it does is just like, well, what it did to me is just that I couldn't move, man. If I tried moving a whole lot, it would just not work out very well. It would not be fun.
Right.
Like I would wake up after like those 2 hours, and I would like be in agony in the bed, knowing that I have to go like to the bathroom to like just cough up some stuff. But my body was just like refusing. Just like, no, man, just don't even move. Just don't do it. Man. Oh, so at some point we just wake up and spend like 15 minutes there considering if I even wanted to stand up and go to the bathroom. Right. It was just not fun. You constantly feel like your throat is super, super dry. So every time you like try to swallow anything, it hurts really bad. So you cannot eat anything that is like solid, right? Yeah. Like I couldn't have like a bowl of like I couldn't have like crackers, for example. You couldn't do that. It just feels like it would get stuck on your throat because it's just so dry, right? So basically, I survived on chicken soup that my mom made. Yeah. So all the way from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's all I did. Right. It's just chicken soup, and I couldn't take anything else. Just that and like water. Oh, it was just horrible, and my appetite was like completely gone. I didn't want to eat anything. The only thing that I wanted to, like the only reason I ended up eating was because if I took my medicine and I didn't eat anything, I could feel it that it was just bad for my stomach on top of everything that was going on. Right. So every time I had to take medicine, that's how I noticed that I that's when I kind of reminded myself, oh, okay, I should also eat some food too. It wasn't until Thursday that my fever actually started going down. Right. Like so Wednesday, basically Monday night and all Tuesday and early Wednesday, I was just a vegetable. I was just stuck in bed under my blanket. Thursday, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, I kind of like the meds would kick in, and I would be able to move. So I would I had to use that opportunity. I had like 3 or 4 hours before the meds wore off to like do shit. So I like cleaned up Coco's stuff, gave her food, gave her water, did my laundry, got as much shit done as I could, and then I could feel my fever coming back, and I just went back to being a vegetable. Right. Oh, it was unfun. Yeah. When I got a sore throat so bad that I couldn't talk at all. Like I just couldn't talk. It wasn't like that it hurt. It was just like my body wouldn't do it. It wouldn't put words out there into the world. And it was really hard. It was really annoying. I had to take like, I couldn't talk for like a whole week. It was like 5 days. And my parents were like, oh my God, why is it so quiet in our house? But yeah, bad. So I have a small little announcement. Yeah. This is probably the last episode that I'm going to be doing, not in general, but the last episode that I'm doing with this VTuber model. Oh, yeah? If everything goes according to plan, by next week, I should have my new model. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There might be one more episode. If you do it on Saturday, I probably won't attend that episode because I'd be like busy. Yeah. I'd be like very busy learning how to use my model and prepping for for the debut.
Yeah, well, I am probably gonna try. I'm gonna see. I don't. It's kind of last minute, but I'm actually gonna see if I can pull together a last minute guest, and I might do an episode tomorrow, and see if I can do an episode tomorrow. And then I have a guest that I'm gonna do next weekend, and I'm hoping to get it up so that I can post an episode a week and also have a little bit of a buffer so that there will be time between when we go live and time between when we go live and when it updates on the platforms. That way I have a little bit more time to do editing. I can do a little bit more complex editing and be less stressed about it. And then also I'll have time to do other stuff on the side and try and kind of get a little bit more going here. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do that, kind of have a little bit of a backlog, maybe 2 or 3 episodes of a backlog, so that the other option there is, of course, if we end up having to take 2 weeks to do something because you get sick or I get sick or our lives get crazy like they did when I had to go to Texas and stuff like that, there isn't like a long lull in uploads. Because it's funny, because even though we don't have that many views, I did notice that like after we took that break, our viewers drop, like even our small number of viewers dropped quite considerably, which I think was kind of interesting.
Consistency,
so,
man.
Yeah, consistency is super important. So I would like to try to get more consistent. Not that I'm going to be perfect, obviously, but that's part of it too, is trying to get more consistent. I have not heard from my artist about my stream overlay, so we're going to continue using this one. I'm going to try to continue to make maybe some minor improvements to it in the meantime. I've chatted with Meredith a little bit and she's been crazy busy, but yeah, I will need to follow up with them and see about getting my new overlay. But yeah, that's super exciting for your new model. Oh yeah, I'm stoked to see it. I don't know anything about it yet either, by the way, everybody. This is gonna be a surprise for me too. You have? You've teased it?
I teased it on my last stream. No, not on Twitter yet. I tested a little on my last stream. Okay. But I just keep an eye on my Twitter. I am going to set up. Like, I just need them to like confirm with me the date. They gave me like these wishy-washy answers, like, oh, you know, by this weekend they should do this and that, and then they told me that because of the lack of communication and the delays, what they did was the rigging work for the model was going to be put in high priority. They have like a high priority package kind of thing. So they say, okay, we're just going to upgrade your package for free. So as soon as the rigger gets it, he's going to take 1 or 2 days to do it, and then it should be good to go. So
that's good.
You know, if they finish it by this weekend, and then they hand it over the next business day, and then it takes 2 days for the rigger to do the rigging, then I should have it sometime mid next week.
Right.
So once I have it in my hands, I know, okay, I'm gonna set up a debut date. I'm gonna put like a final date for everything, and I'm gonna start teasing it and blah 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 and all this other stuff. Then I'll do that. But until then, no, because they could hit me up. They could hit me again with the whole, oh, we're gonna delay it another week, and then I'm gonna be stuck. Yeah.
In the meantime, we just have to wait patiently for the glow up. Patiently for the man. Well, should we do a TikTok meme of you with the I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby thing that's been going around on TikTok recently? Have you seen that?
Absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
So you know that song, right? That I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. That one?
No, I feel like a grandpa right now.
Okay. You're not in the emo scene. It's fine. No, you would actually be like an emo grandpa if you knew that song, to be honest.
I am part of the emo scene, but not that I just don't remember that song.
That's weird.
I guess I was more mainstream emo.
Anyway, yeah, it's probably more mainstream emo. Anyways, big emo song, and then what people have been doing is they've been taking that song, and then they, during the I'm Just a Teenage Dirtbag Baby part of it, they post pictures of them as a teenager. You know? And so it's like showing their teenage years when they were just a teenager. Like, what I was memeing about is, you know, like, now this is your teenager form, and you're gonna grow up and become a full adult. Next week.
I do have a small teaser. I guess I could like pass you over real quick.
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to.
Yeah, no,
I haven't seen anything, so
I have showed it on. I have showed it on my stream, so don't worry. Hold on, let me go see what folder I put it on. Yeah, nice of me to name it teaser folder.
Oh yeah, teaser folder. Nothing else in there.
There's one little teaser right there. I guess you could show that.
Okay. Let me go ahead. I'll throw this up here real quick.
Now, do note this is not like the final shading of it.
Right.
But it should you know, give you a little bit of an idea as to what's going on. Let me see if I can come up with something. You know what? Don't show that. Show this. I got it.
Okay. I was like just getting it loaded, but I'll go ahead. I'll add some jazz in here too.
Could show that. How about that? That's more spicy.
Yeah, there we go. I'll show that. That's more. That's
spicier. And for those that are in the that listen to our podcast and don't actually see the podcast, I guess you'll just have to wait.
Yeah, or
until next week.
Alternatively, go watch the video version of the podcast on YouTube. Chatting in the Void. It should be a good time.
Yeah, but you know, we'll see. Well, by the time that this hits the YouTube, I should have the teaser up on Twitter. I feel. Right?
I don't know. I don't think I have any backlog anymore, so this episode might have to go up tomorrow if I want to keep schedule. If I can.
Okay.
I'll have to check. I actually do need to check that. It's one of the things I meant to check today, and then I didn't have time to check on where my upload schedule is at. Mostly because I literally just got up like 3 hours ago. I got up and made myself fried rice. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been going crazy preparing this debut. I'm not gonna do any crazy animations or lore drop or anything insanely like that.
Yeah.
It's just like a very like standard, I want to say, kind of debut that I'm gonna be organizing. But there's still like, I don't know, man. There's still like a lot of like thought that I have to put into it. It's not just the PowerPoint and shit. It's just like what I put in it is very important. It's like gonna be my first impression of the model that I'm giving out on the world. I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do, to the point where like I've decided that I'm actually gonna also try to change the content that I do put out a little. Mm-hmm. I sat back and thought about what am I actually doing with the stream. I came up with a couple things actually.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a Genshin challenge run.
Oh.
So instead of just me logging in, doing dailies and talking about them nonstop, what I'm doing is I came up with this rule set on a fresh account where my goal is to beat the hardest dungeon, which is the Abyss, the 12th floor of the Abyss.
Okay.
And I need to do it with, let's see the rules that I wrote down. It says it's hardcore, so it's permadeath, meaning that if I lose a character, I'm not allowed to use it anymore.
Okay.
Or revive it.
Oh man.
I am not allowed to use.
It's kind of like a Nuzlocke. All right.
I'm not allowed to during combat, I'm not allowed to use food to heal, and I'm not allowed to TP out. So if I'm in combat, I'm stuck in combat unless I beat the enemies or manage to run away without teleporting.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
That means that if I walk into a boss room, especially the weekly boss rooms, or most of them, I am either killing the boss or losing all my characters, one of the two.
Wow.
The other rule is that if I get lucky with the gacha, it doesn't matter. I'm not allowed to use 5-star characters or weapons. So only 4-star characters.
Oh dear.
And then the other rule is the world needs to be on the highest difficulty possible at all points.
Wow. That seems
you know what?
Crazy.
Despite all these things, I'm pretty sure I could do it. Maybe not the first run, and maybe not the second run, but I can do it. I'm sure I can.
Yeah, I believe
it's just gonna take a long fucking time.
Yeah,
it will take a long fucking time.
You gotta be careful. That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting though. I might have to jump in and watch some of your streams, not because I don't enjoy them, just because I haven't had the time. But
yeah,
maybe
I know. You're
to jump in there occasionally.
Yeah, I know you're super busy.
Oh yeah, I'm always busy. But
that is something that I did came up. See, what's funny is that I am actually not even that scared of those rules that I just came up with.
Yeah.
What scares me the most, by far, is not the bosses. It is going in, exploring, and dying to fall damage.
Yeah,
that's probably what's gonna kill me the most.
Yeah, that's gonna take some of your characters. That'll be rough.
That is gonna be interesting.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to that. I know for a fact that I'm gonna be like doing some dumbass world quest, and then some explosive barrels gonna be like set out behind me next to a ledge, and I'm just gonna lose a character because it fell off. Fell off the edge.
For sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Definitely gonna happen once or twice. Will be funny though. That is honestly, like, for all the people who play hardcore Minecraft, that is the funniest way I always find, because I've watched quite a few like hardcore streamers who do some hardcore Minecraft when they die to fall damage, and they're just like, God fucking damn it. Every single time. It does make me really, it gets me. That's my sense of humor.
It's good. Everybody does. When people do hardcore, they're always worried about the bosses or the difficult mobs. It's like, no, man, that's not what's going to get you. It's the things that you don't expect.
They're I played about fighting the end dragon or whatever, but it's not that. It's exploring a ravine that's going to fucking kill you, man. God.
Exactly. And, I've played hardcore Diablo 3, so I'm pretty used to the idea of like a hardcore character. I played this other obscure MMO called Realm of the Mad God, which is really fun, but really frustrating at the same time. Where it's a bullet hell MMO RPG. It's also perma hardcore all the time for every character. So if your character dies, you lose it.
Oh.
But yeah, it's still a fun game. Like, you should try it. It's a little like Java game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am allowed 1 5-star character.
Oh, 1 5-star character? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the starting character. That's it. Because that's funny in Genshin. You do get the main character, who's considered to be one of the worst characters in the game, is a 5-star character. But I can't not have it, so that's the only 5-star I'm allowing myself.
Right.
It's the one it's the one that is technically not a 5-star.
Right. Makes sense. One character that's not an OP 5-star. Gosh, that'll be interesting. We'll see how RNG favors you too, but.
Well, the RNG cannot favor me that much, because at the end of the day, if I do get a 5-star character, I can't use it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, what if you get ludicrously quote unquote good luck, but it's not good luck for you because you're like,
yeah. So let's say
these characters.
if I go in my first run and I do my first 20 pulls or so, and I get 2 5-star characters, I'm resetting the run.
just
straight after just resetting the run. No, I'm resetting the run, selling it to somebody else. Just going another account.
Fuck it. We out.
Yeah. We out. Yeah. I would cry. I would cry so bad because my main account has such bad luck. Oh.
Tragic.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, so let's not call it tragic.
It's true. That would be tragic. It's gonna be funny either way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just. Are you gonna stream your draws?
Yeah, of course. I'm streaming the whole thing.
Okay. When are you gonna start this? Like, just will you make an announcement for me?
It will be officially announced, I guess, in the debut. Because that's the debut, I'm gonna have a section of what to expect from my content, and the number one thing is that challenge run. And I do have a couple other things that I wanna do, and I have like a couple long-term goals for what I wanna do. But I'm not gonna spoil that just yet. But I did want to talk about the hardcore Genshin run.
Yeah, don't spoil anything else. But yeah, I am excited. I'll have to, I don't know, like maybe DM me. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I try to pay attention to your announcements in your Discord server, but it's probably like they don't settle in really that much into my brain for some reason. So,
no, it's just mostly the announcements, just stuff that comes up like 5 hours before the stream, and then I have to like announce them on my phone. Be like, well, I'm still stuck outside, so I can't stream you know. Yeah, kind of thing.
Also, I did notice, just making deductions here. You're gonna have a crop top in your new model.
Okay, let me explain. Allow me to explain.
I'm so fucking down for this, but it just is funny. It's great.
I know. So listen, this is what happened.
Yeah.
So I gave a description of the model to the artists, right? When they were helping me design it. I basically made it like a D&D kind of fucking character sheet, without the D&D and more like explicit as to what is it that I needed for the looks. But no, I basically, long story short, I was like, artists, I need this shit to be so edgy that when I see it for the first time, I need to be bleeding. After looking at it for more than like a second. And I thought to myself, maybe I did exaggerate a little. And the artist fucking delivered, man. He took everything that I gave him, and fucking made it work. He like did a great job.
I'm excited to see it just because of the crop top. We're gonna have Ethot Hallik, and I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
There's a little piercings too in the belly. There's a little belly piercing too. Let's fucking go.
Epic.
So when I first saw it,
as much.
When I first saw it,
it's attached to the chain, isn't it? Oh.
Not gonna spoil anything, but hold on.
That's great.
Hear me out.
Go on. I'm just saying what I think is gonna happen. Doesn't make me right. I haven't seen it either, guys. I'm just making deductions. Making deductions.
So when I saw this for the first time, I'm like, was this too much? I started having second thoughts, and then 10 seconds after consideration, I was like, fuck it, we're going all in. We're going all in. We go big or we go home, alright? Yeah. I didn't spend the equivalent of a down payment on a new car on this shit to pussy out halfway through it. No, we're going all in. Let's go. So I initially replied to the artist and be like, perfect. I'm gonna go bandage myself now. Thank you very much.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It is great. I'm my god, I was so happy
and excited to see it because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. Next one is my glow up eventually. I just have to find an artist who can actually do what I want, which probably won't happen for a while. Also, I need to get money again before I can do that. So that's goal number one is get the money to be able to afford.
How about you stop buying new cars and going outside for a month?
I know. Well, yeah. And also, I need to move out. That's priority number one, to be honest.
My.
But yeah.
Oh, why are you moving out? You just don't care about you want to move out because.
I have lots of reasons to move out, but.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. A lot of them are stuff I don't really want to talk about on podcasts. So moving on.
My model
excited.
died. I'm gonna fix it real quick. But go on.
Excited for Hallik's glow up. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Everybody, you will have to tune in. If Hallik remembers to notify me specifically and DM me so that it doesn't slip out of my brain, I'll probably post in my server as well because it's gonna be epic and I want to be there. But yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll announce it on Twitter.
Good.
Oh, okay. You have to explain me something about Twitter.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So I made my Twitter account when I commissioned the model, right?
Yeah.
I started following like my favorite VTubers.
Okay.
I started following my favorite like artists and possible commission artists too, and that's all I followed, right? Yep. Nothing else. So I go to my Twitter on my phone. You know, I'm just waiting for a reply from the studio, chilling, and I start browsing through it, and I start noticing an obnoxious amount of not safe for work posts all over my feed for no reason. Yeah. I'm like, why? Even like the ads, they were like for like not safe for work games. I'm like, is this what Twitter is like? What the hell is going on? I thought I was following like say so VTubers and a few artists. No, so like every other post on my stream is like some anime girl showing the boobas.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean, so
I don't mind it, but go on.
Yeah, first of all, VTubers are notoriously NSFW on Twitter. Yeah, they're notoriously horny. Specifically, and the thing is like, don't get me wrong, they are like horny in other places too, but other places have actual like viable terms of service that mostly prevent them from being complete degenerates. Twitter does not. Twitter's terms of service is incredibly lax when it comes to everything NSFW. And so, yeah, pretty much as long as it's not like flat out nudes, you can post whatever the fuck you want on Twitter. And so there's that. And then the other thing is I don't know about, and maybe your feed is different. On my feed, quite oftentimes it is like your feed on Twitter is not just like the people that you followed posting. It's also the people that you followed commenting on things that have been posted. So quite often, so for example, like I follow Shy Lily, right? And
she's great.
Shy Lily is great. Super funny, super great streamer, super great VTuber. However, on Twitter, comments on, we'll say, Rule 34 Shy Lily content pretty consistently. And so a lot of my like feed on Twitter is Shy Lily commenting on things that are her NSFW or where she's tagged, because sometimes posts will appear that they've been tagged in as well, just because like it's all about the algorithmical stuff. And so yeah, it's very interesting because like there's just a bunch of on my Twitter, there's a bunch of Shy Lily's posts and then Shy Lily commenting on other people's posts and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the the lowdown there of why your Twitter feed is cursed is because you followed a bunch of YouTubers who are now commenting on the people who are, making NSFW content of them. Like, for example, Nux, same thing, where Nux will, like, basically, if an artist tags Nux in something NSFW, you better believe Nux is probably retweeting it, because Nux likes that kind of content. Because he's a degenerate and he's amazing and he's super funny. But yeah, I get it, because that same thing here is mine is very, very sketchy. I'll say I wouldn't put my Twitter feed on Twitch for fear of being banned. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Did you hear what happened to Shy Lily? Kind of topic change, because this has been something that's been going on.
No,
she
what
was
happened to Shy
streaming.
Lily?
She was streaming on Twitch, and she was streaming VR chat.
That I remember seeing the VR chat, her first stream like a couple of weeks ago. I went in for like, hold on, let me tell you this. I went in for like 10 seconds, and she was like petting the chat. And I was like, all right, this is not the kind of content I am here for. I just wanted to see her be funny. So then I closed the streams. But I am aware that the last thing she did was being in VR chat, and she probably did. So something happened. I know something happened, but I don't know what it is.
I posted a video of it in one of the servers. I don't think you're in it though, because I was talking about how Shy Lily got banned with a couple of friends. And they were like, oh God, what did Shy Lily do to get banned on Twitch? And I was like, I cannot fully explain it. So here's a video. I won't show it, obviously, because then I'll get banned on Twitch. But I'll give you a brief SFW description, which is it involved Shy Lily and a pair and doing something that got her banned on Twitch. And I think you can make the deduction from there.
And so, a pair... Yeah.
Pear.
I see, like,
yes.
Wait, a pear, the fruit, or a
the fruit in VR chat. Yeah, one that you could pick up and
cool
move. Yeah, that's all I'll go into. But yeah, it was pretty. It was ban worthy, and like that's the thing is afterwards there was like there was a hashtag free Lily. Trending for a while in the VTuber community, and Shy Lily was like, yeah, you guys shouldn't do that, because it was definitely like, I looked back at what I did, and yep, I deserve
pretty indefensible.
Yep, nope, that was a violation of Twitch TOS. I think we can all agree. And yeah, it was funny. She was a good sport about it, but I think she got unbanned. Like her ban came up. She's only banned for banned for a week. So yeah, I think she became unbanned. I think yesterday.
I remember those 10 seconds of the stream that I watched. And I was like, there's only one place where this stream is going.
Yeah.
So I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh, honey. I mean, it is VTubers, so notoriously horny group we have decided to mesh with. Hallik.
Clearly. I mean, there's other subcategories, but the horny is like strong, top contender for the VTuber subcategory.
It is. It's definitely a very strong, very reliable thing to find in the community.
Let's say it's rather abundant. Oh man.
Who's your favorite VTuber these days? I don't think we've talked about this in a while.
So I don't know if you know this, but HoloStars EN became a thing recently. And for those that don't know, HoloStars is basically the male version of HoloLive, right? So it is basically like last month, I think, HoloLive did the first EN male VTuber group. 4 dudes.
Right.
Being dudes
Okay.
in the interwebs.
Okay.
And I've been watching their views. I've been watching what they've been doing. One of them does stand out over the other 4. I think that a lot of the community can agree, and that is Vesper Noir.
Okay.
In his debut, he talked about, famously now, he talked about this little thing that happened at his workplace, where he started the conversation saying that he really, really likes peeling the plastic off fresh electronics.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing that for some reason activates his neurons.
Okay.
But then one day at work, he worked at a library. They had like 30 something new computers that had to be assembled. So he assembled them and had to peel the plastic of every like, component thing within those. And he says that that was the single best day at work he's ever had. And I was like, oh, okay. And that guy really, really likes peeling electronics, I guess. And then what cracked me up is that he was saying shit like, and then from there on forwards, every time that I had a bad day at work, I would remind myself and be like, remember that day you got to peel electronics? There could be another day like that. It was like the thing that gave him like the strength to move on. It was cracked me up.
I have totally been there with like certain little things like that, where it's like, maybe I'll have another day like that at work, and that will get me through like a week worth of work. Is like, maybe next week I'll have a day like that.
But for him, it was like it was all of it, and
the peel,
Oh, it's cracked me up too, because he would then went to explain that as he was doing it, he actually had an entire he was putting them into a ball, and by the end of it, he had like a beach volleyball sized thing of plastic, and any sane human being when encountered with this situation, they would do something reasonable, like, dispose of it after, fucking around with it for a little bit, right? No, he fucking put it on the back of his car and kept it on his car for over a year.
Yep.
He said the saddest day, I think he said it was one of his saddest day was that it got really, really hot in a summer day and the ball melted and became this yellowy, gooey mess. But he still kept it.
Yep. No, that sounds like an IT guy, not gonna lie. My story that's kind of similar. Yeah, my story that's kind of similar that happened when I was working at the university that I used to work for. We unboxed 80 iMacs, so like the all-in-ones with the screens, right? Okay. And so when they come to you in these like triangular-esque shaped boxes. They're kind of like trapezoidal, but they're uneven, so it's like a triangle kind of. It's weird. Anyways, and they have foam in them to protect the device. And so when we unboxed 80 of these, we had literally 160 chunks of foam, because it comes in 2 and you split the foam apart and pull out the iMac. And so what we did is we took all of those chunks of foam, and me and my other coworker, because obviously it's like we were bored out of our minds, because we unpacked them all, set them all up, and then started imaging them and turning them on and all that stuff. And it's going to take a while for them to boot up and all get going. And so we got them all going, and then we were sitting there like, what do we do while we wait for these machines to do their shit? We don't have any other projects on the books for today. So we sat there and we stacked the foam on a trash can, like, because it couldn't fit it all in the trash can. So we just stacked it on top of the trash can, and we just left it there. And it stayed stacked for like 7 months. We just kept it in the corner, stacked like literally 9 feet high, by the way. Like 10 feet high of just interlocked foam. And then finally our boss was like, we really probably should get rid of that. And we were like, yeah. And so then we rolled it out because it was a trash can on rollers, and the trash can had been emptied, and we just like shoved in the corner. We had a whole other trash can that we had brought in because we didn't want to ruin the stack. So we pulled the rolling trash can out very carefully, and then we have a video of us just knocking it down. And I wish I could find it. I think it's somewhere on my Discord with Spark, actually, because Spark is the coworker who I did this with. And so yeah, we had this video of us knocking down like this 9 foot tall stack of foam stacked on top of a 3 foot tall trash can. And I think we like knocked it down by throwing something into it. I can't remember. And it was just one of those things where it's just like, it was very dopamine inducing. And I'm sure if I were to show it, everyone would be like, why the fuck was this that entertaining to you? And the answer is because we were fucking exhausted and bored and dying inside. And that was what got us through our day, was knowing that we could go back to the imaging room, back to the loading dock, and there would be a 9 foot high, like stacked thing of foam. And what's funny is like other people use this same area, and they also just like ignore, like they respected they respected the foam stack. Like they weren't like, nah, like we need to throw this away. They were like, that's the IT guys stuff. We're going to ignore them because they're weird and this is fine. But yeah, so just stayed like that. And we just kept it like that for like 8 months. It was great. It was great. And our boss thought it was hysterical. And then finally was like, you know, maybe we should not be so weird about stuff. I don't know if somebody said something. That might have been what happened. Like somebody else came out to the area, like one of our other bosses came out to the area to look at something and was like, why do you guys have a stack of foam? And the only answer was, well, our work studies put the stack there and they don't want to get rid of it. And we think it's kind of funny. And that wasn't a good answer. And it was like, get rid of it now or you're all fucking fired or some shit like that. But yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time.
That's fucking funny.
I have had several things like that. We have also had like moments at jobs where it's just like we have balls of tape or balls of like, you know, like the stuff that you pull off computers that are like beach ball sized, and we just keep it and like toss it around. And like we have a cornhole stuff at my current office that we're supposed to take outside, but sometimes we just set them up when my boss isn't there. We just set them up inside and just play cornhole inside for like 15 minutes at the end of the day when there's nothing left to do, which I'm sure, you know, he would find it funny. So like, it's not like I'm saying this, like my boss, if he ever watches this, wouldn't be like, oh my God, you guys did that. He would be like, gosh, you guys are dumb, but that's really funny. So it's fine. Anyways. Yeah. I totally get that.
I have to show you this video. I'm looking it up. So okay. I forget how long ago this was, but I recently found out a PC building video that was made by some, I forget, like some news outlet or something like
Verge.
That. The Verge, yeah.
The Verge PC building
PC
video. The notorious Verge PC. You have no idea. I have watched this video so many times.
I just stumbled upon it yesterday night while trying to fall asleep. Oh my God, I could not fall asleep after watching this, man.
It's so bad. There are so many, because let's see here. I think it was Jay's 2 cents, who is a custom SI who has a YouTube channel who does liquid cooling.
Yeah.
In computers,
I know JC.
Yeah,
I know JC. Yeah, I've watched him for
watched
him for a long time.
Yeah, Jay is awesome. He did a video on it. Bitwig Kyle did a video on it. I don't think LTT did. I think LTT was too big, and they were like, I think LTT released a PSA like, we would do a video critiquing The Verge, but we have like twice as many subscribers as them, so it would kind of be punching down, and we're not really comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they didn't do a video, but yeah, I follow a bunch of YouTubers. Oh, Paul's Hardware, he was the other one. I watched all three of their videos on The Verge because all three of them did videos commentating on it, like, what the actual fuck is this? Why?
Yeah.
And then I remember LTT, or I can't remember. I think it was LTT, but I might be remembering wrong. It might have been one of the others. Reached out to The Verge and were like, yo, let's like right this wrong and fix this. Let's fly you out here to our recording area and we'll build a computer with you the right way. Like, we'll follow your guide and fix it. And we'll teach you like the right way to do all of this. And it was awesome. That one was really funny. Because the guy who did the video, who was like the hands in the video, he was not a computer guy. He was just anybody who like has ever anyone who has ever successfully built any form of like gaming PC would immediately know that the script that was given to this man was made by none other than someone who has no fucking clue what they're doing at all. Yeah. Oh, and he also wasn't like, and that was the problem, is that somebody who didn't know how to build a computer wrote a script for this guy on how to build a computer, and this guy also didn't know how to build a computer. So it was just like it was systematic failure there. The part that cracked
me up the most was when he's like setting up everything that he needs before starting to assemble the PC. And he goes, okay, we gotta put in, like, at that point I'm starting to get a little sus, right? And he's like, okay, I need to wear a anti-static bracelet, right?
Yep.
And I was like, okay, you know what? Those things with modern technology, they're not really needed, but it's fine, whatever. And then he fucking grabs like like a fucking like one of those rubber bracelet things, just slaps it into his hand. It's like, all right, I'm done. It's like, that's not anti-static.
How that works.
Okay, so I have one right here with me. Hold on.
Yeah, I have one too that I never use when I'm working on computers, even in a professional sense, because everything on a computer is now grounded really well.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then it's probably going to die anyways. So
I have one right here, and I'm going to explain it real quick. So what this is, it is a bracelet strap, right? It's made with Velcro, and then you can think of it like a reverse watch. Right?
Yeah.
There's a piece of metal that's supposed to face your skin.
Yep.
And that is the metal contact that's going to make with your skin. And then that is also connected to a cable that has like a little metal claw at the other end that you're supposed to ground. So if at any point, because it's just the area that you're in, the environment you work in, or whatever, if at any point you generate static in your body, well, you're gonna ground it immediately, towards the ground. That way you don't build up too much static and accidentally shock one of your components. So I was like totally expecting, okay, he's gonna grab this fucking Velcro thing, he's gonna put it on, and he's gonna ground it to the table. No, bro, he just grabs one of those rubber fucking band
grabs a
things.
WWJD bracelet from a, youth group, and
like a youth group,
it on
like,
his wrist and calls it good. Jesus will protect my computer. Fucking Christ, man. Yeah, no, I remember seeing that and being like, that is not how that works. Yeah, there's a video. I think it's a LTT video with the guy who's like constantly breaking computers on purpose on YouTube. I can't remember his name. where they test to see how much static electricity is actually required to like destroy modern components. And
It's
it was
a lot,
like
actually.
a lot. Yeah, it was like it was more than like what you're gonna generate by rubbing your feet along the carpet. You have to be like in a real bad, and also zap like exactly the right component. So it's
Yeah.
unlikely, but you know, like as somebody who has built computers with and without an ESD, I recommend an electrostatic discharge strap of some kind. Simply because I don't want somebody to come to me and be like, I shottically stacked my computer to death on your recommendation. But yeah, I personally do not use one at work, even though I regularly work with hardware, because it's very, very uncommon and it's very, very hard to short out modern components with electrostatic discharges. A couple years ago, you know, 5-10 years ago, when that was becoming when that was really necessary, it was because a lot of the components on devices were very low voltage, like they required very low voltage, and we've really gotten rid of that. We really do not have very many devices in industry anymore that are low voltage devices, simply for two reasons. One of which is it creates a lot of inherent like instability in those systems, because then if suddenly one of your resistors fails, you're fucked and your computer dies. And so we wanted to get away from using resistors as much as possible in modern computer systems. So everything is higher voltage, as well as now with modern computing systems, it's also like we have reached a point where low voltage just does not provide enough benefit. Like we have to run things high voltage because of of what we're doing with computers now. It's just not efficient anymore to run stuff on low voltage because there's so much waste in it. And so all of our modern computer systems are really geared towards more high voltage stuff. There's still a lot of resistors in there, but there isn't as much low voltage risky stuff that's going to be shorted out by electrostatic discharge anymore. It just doesn't exist in modern computing systems because of the instability and the inefficiency that just built into that. And so, yeah, anyways, that's the hardware side of things, but wear one just in case, because there are still some components that are essential, that are low voltage, particularly in like your RAM and graphics cards, that can still be shocked if you're not careful. So, yeah. The other thing is that usually if you're working on a computer system, you're probably fine to just like touch the chassis of your case before touching any components.
Yeah,
if your chassis isn't grounded, you're fucked anyways, because there's a lot touching a lot of components touching the chassis. So yeah, that's my recommendation, is if you're not using one, make sure that you touch something metal, touch a doorknob, touch your computer case before working with your components. That is a good idea to do. But yeah,
I could not watch the whole video. I had to stop like halfway through it. It was like too much pain.
I couldn't either. I think most of the people who did reviews of the video also couldn't make it all the way through. They were just like, no, we're done. I think one of the ones stopped when he was like putting in the graphics card, and the guy was just like, nope, we're done. We're good. We know where this is going. For me, this is going to be terrible.
Like, I almost wanted to cry when he put the RAM on the wrong spots. Like,
yeah.
He didn't set him up for dual channel. And then the part where he puts the power supply the wrong way. Oh, no. Like, he blocked the fan on the power supply, and I was like...
Right.
No, dude. Oh no, it's the one thing you don't want to fuck up, man. Yeah. And when I saw him put the power supply in the wrong direction, blocking the outlet of the of that thing, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm out. I can't. It's over. Oh fuck me, dude.
Yeah, blocking the input. Yeah, not good. It would be fine. I shouldn't say fine. It would be better if at least he had like an open case. But he had a case where it was like where the position of the power supply putting it that way like completely blocked off airflow to it, which was bad. But yeah, that's actually the intake. The outtake is similar to like a graphics card, goes out the back of your PC. Technically, like the best airflow usually, and the way that cases are meant to be set up, is air in the front and bottom and then out the back and top. That is usually how they're run. Because heat rises, also, and so.
Well, that doesn't matter, because what you really want to do when it comes to airflow is have positive air pressure inside the case. When you have positive air pressure, it doesn't matter if the air is hot, cold, brown, blue, yellow, whatever, it doesn't matter, because Correct. It's all going to flow out through the outtakes, and that's going to overtake any, like, you know, the physics of, you know, air being hotter going up. Also, the other reasons why you want to have positive airflow is that when you have positive pressure, inside the case, dust rarely settles inside the case. Yeah. So that's another benefit. So a good, well-built, professionally made, assembled PC not only has good cable management, but it's set up in a way where you barely even have to open it up and clean it. Like, you know, everybody recommends you open your PC and wipe the dust every like 3 months or so. I only have to do it like once a year, and I've tested it with my PC. I like left it like the way it is for one entire year, and I have a literal rat living next to me, and I opened it up and nothing. It's like barely any dust in there. Yeah. Just because I actually bought 2 extra fans, so I have 2 in and then 1 out. It's just positive air pressure in your case, guys. Makes a huge difference. I'm telling you,
it does. Don't be like me.
Worth it.
I just don't have the side panel on my PC ever.
Oh no!
I swap hard drives and stuff too much, and so I have to keep it open because it's in a position where taking off the side panel is a pain in the ass, and so
you should get just a little case that's like has like a little door instead.
Well, like the problem is I'm swapping them in my SATA base, the actual SATA. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could get a case that is really easy.
Yeah, I could get a hot swappable SATA tray, but they're like they're $60, and I can just keep the side panel off. It's fine. It's not a problem. Right. Everything's getting fine cooling because my graphics card is fine, and my CPU is liquid cooled and has positive air pressure into the radiator.
No, dude. If you have the side panel open, forget it. There is no pressure. You have the same amount of pressure as you have.
Yeah, but I don't need to worry about air pressure in my. The only thing that I need to worry about air pressure for would be my graphics card, which I don't need to worry about because the fans are right up against the radiator on that one too, and the fans are right up against the radiator on my liquid cooled CPU. And so it's always pushing the ambient air through the radiator, which is all that matters when you have water cooling, is that the air is flowing through the radiators because none of the components need to be cooled. So,
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I've looked into it. I'm not losing that much performance. I am losing a little bit of performance, but it's not enough for me to care, honestly. And so,
margins.
Yeah, when I move out, I might.
Well, I don't have a choice.
Around, so
I don't have a choice because I have a very furry pet in the room, so I have to keep it close.
Yeah, mine does. That is the one thing about it is I have to be very careful about keeping my computer clean because without positive air pressure inside the case, dust settles constantly inside of it, and it's pretty bad. So, but because I have the side panel off all the time, that's not that big of a deal because the side panel is off. But don't be like me. Be smart.
Yeah.
Build your computers with positive air pressure inside of them, which I should say, if I put the side panel on, I would have positive air pressure in my case. Because I have 4 intakes and 3 outs. So
Nice.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyways,
so happy. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Last night was literally the first time I was able to sleep for longer than 5 hours straight without interruption.
God, I'm so happy for you. I know the feeling. I have not slept much in like quite a while. And last night I went rock climbing, and none of my friends showed up rock climbing. I went rock climbing alone. And I went real hard. Like I was like, all right, my friends aren't here. You know, nobody to talk to, nothing to do, no holds barred. I'm just gonna fucking go until I can't climb anymore at all. And I did. I just went until I literally just fell on the floor and couldn't move. And then I climbed like 2 more climbs, and I was like, all right, if I do it again, I'm just gonna hurt myself. So then I went home, and I got home at like 11:30. And then I got in the hot tub, and then I slept. I got in the hot tub. I got out. I got in bed. I was in bed by like 1 a.m, right?
Right.
And then I didn't get up until like 1 this afternoon, 1 or 2. 2 is when I finally got out of bed. The only time that I woke up was my brother came out to shoot guns. So the him shooting the guns woke me up a couple times, But other than that, I just slept right through, and I got like 9 hours, 10 hours of sleep, and I was like, oh, this is the best. So
yeah. I'm so upset about losing this whole week to all this nonsense. Although in hindsight, it may have been a blessing in disguise getting sick now, because I could not imagine just how upset I would have gotten if I had gotten COVID the week that I had to debut. Oh my lord, I would have cried.
True.
But
yeah,
now at least that's like out of the way, you know.
Yeah. At least you can sleep easy knowing that the next couple of days and then next week are gonna be amazing, because you're not sick, you're over it, so you probably won't get sick for a while, and stack on top of that, fuck yes, you get to do your reveal. It's super exciting.
It's gonna be great. I'm putting a lot of thought into what else I need to add. So, 2 things that are the main thing in the debut is one, you have to be relatable, right? That's like a big selling point when it comes to VTubers. It's like if your audience cannot relate to you, they're not going to stick around.
For me.
Right. And I have a plan on how that could possibly...
an enigma.
Yeah. You need to find out how to make people relate to you, Tully.
Anyways,
I mean, the podcast is a good way for people to find out how to relate to you. It's just that it needs to be something that is more, how to say it, more permanent within your character, I would say.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm struggling with is, how do I make my debut more memorable? And that's tricky. Like, how do I do it without having to, pay money to more artists for like art and music and shit? What can I do that it won't cost me another fucking down payment on a car? That's what I'm. Oh shit. And that's kind of like that's the part of the debut preparation that I am on right now. Before I actually start putting shit down into papers.
Yeah, I get you. I don't know. That's an interesting question. How to like basically drum up more, I guess, kind of hype around it, make it more exciting than just a reveal. Because like obviously, most of the YouTubers they post teasers on Twitter, and then once the actual thing comes, they have an animation and a dance and whatever and stuff like that they usually post. Yeah, I don't know.
It is tough.
I mean, for you, I guess I'd start by like hyping up your your challenge and the other like events that you're going to start doing, and being like, this isn't just a new avatar. This is also going to be like a shift in content, and hoping to make the content more interactive, more exciting, more engaging, more interesting, putting, making maybe, stakes a little higher than just grinding in Genshin and doing
that's
actually going to be.
That's a big thing you just mentioned there. I don't want to make content about grinding shit like anymore, at least not without spicing it up, right? I don't want to just be grinding for the sake of grinding, because that's not memorable, right? That's not something that sticks around with people. So I kind of want to definitely change that up. So that's a rule that I made for myself is no more grinding. It's actually on my board.
That's a good rule.
In parentheses, in large bold black, says not grinds under content to show.
Yeah.
But
maybe game developers should.
I was thinking about that.
But yeah, I think that would be good. Like, just kind of like hype it up a little bit in that way of being like, hey, there's going to be some new content, some more interesting content, some content that might be a little bit more focused on making things exciting and making things interesting for the viewers. And I'm sure that people will get behind that, and you might drum up a little bit more excitement over that side of things, because at the end of the day, it's like, a new avatar, a new model is just a new model, but the content is what they're going to be interacting with on a regular basis. So a shift in the content, making the content more engaging for them, might be even more exciting than just the new look. And so, yeah. Also, are you going to get like a new overlay or anything like that? Like,
I already have a new overlay.
Okay. Awesome. So you have a new overlay that's going to go with the new model?
Yeah, I already have a new overlay. Okay. I also already swapped to OBS.
Yeah,
which
Streamlabs? Streamlabs or
Streamlabs? Yes. Okay. Streamlabs OBS, yeah. Which by far the best decision I've made so far. Like, holy crap, man. XSplit is so far behind.
Yeah, it's a lot better. And I'll have to. I mean, I can show you a couple things that I figured out that are really helpful, especially for like the podcast stuff. Too, but just I think would be helpful in general, which is like seeing and doing transitions and stuff like that within OBS. Unless you already know how to figure it out.
I already figured all that stuff out. Yeah.
Okay.
I have cool. A lot of little plugins and shit set up for it too.
Yeah.
I put like a solid 3 to 4 days of work onto it.
Nice.
So
yeah.
No, I think I got it down.
Was that while you've been sick? Or is that before?
No, that was actually the week, literally the day that I was done. That was Sunday night when my mom gave me fucking COVID.
Okay.
So at least I got that done.
At least you might have made some productivity stuff done in the meantime, but no, it's fine. No, I think that OBS. I was using OBS like normal for a while, and then I switched to OBS Streamlabs, and it's so much better. It's like a lot more consistent.
This is more functionality on it.
Has a lot more functionality. Yeah, I like it a lot more. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, so like maybe tease that a little bit too. Like, oh hey, we have a new overlay too. Things are going to be looking spicier in general. It's not just me; it's the whole thing. You also might want to like, I don't know, rebrand your Twitch stuff. Not like fully, but like
I will change the name. I will change the name of the channel.
Change the name, change some of the look like of your panels and stuff like that.
I think I already did.
Customize in person.
I don't know. Have you been to my channel lately?
I don't think so. I think this is literally I'm on Twitch right now. I think this is the first time I've opened Twitch since the last time I recorded, which was 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. Go to my channel, go see the panels. I've actually changed all of that. I have an offline screen that actually doesn't look like poop. Of course, the obligatory Coco pictures there. Yeah,
I put some work, man.
Yeah, I like it. It looks better. It looks a lot more like clean. I like it. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
I do. The artist that did the backgrounds, the
Yeah.
overlays that I'm gonna be using,
hmm
she asks people to tag her whenever they do use them, but I don't want to tag her yet until I
Until
start
you
streaming with my
transition
new.
over. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
I do want to commission her too because there's more stuff that I want to do.
Right.
Um, but it would require me, like, I want to get like an actual proper transition. I want to do some other stuff, get an ending screen that's a little less animated.
Yeah.
But all that is gonna cost more money, which I don't have right now. So all of my budget went to the model first because that's like the main thing, right? The rest is kind of scuffed and basically free assets that I had to like put together from what I could get.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, why half-ass the model and then also half-ass the overlays when I could just like do get the good model now and slowly over time upgrade the rest of the stuff that needs upgrading. Because I didn't want to like
that is
drop. I didn't want to drop like $4,000 on everything. No, that's too much.
Understandable. Yeah, I'm in the mode of like trying to. I obviously I have a new overlay on the way. I'm gonna probably have some people do some different art. I obviously got my emotes, even though that's premature because I can't even do emotes yet. But when I'm ready, when I finally get to the point, because I'm hoping to get to the point eventually.
I was thinking, Tully, why don't you do 7 TB emotes in the meantime? You know what 7
That is
TB
true.
is?
Yeah. I think I do.
You could upload it on 7.
So.
You could upload into 7 TV and just test them there. See how you like them.
It is true. It is true. I mean, I know I like them. They're already on my Discord. But yeah, they're pretty cool. But yeah, no, I'm kind of in the same boat of trying to get things looking snazzier here now that I'm trying to do this more often and do it more regularly. But yeah, it'll be cool. I'm really excited for you and for the I guess the future for you in that and how it's gonna go, and I'm excited to see everything. But yeah, I would say probably in terms of how to kind of jump a little more hype, make sure that you're hitting the content side of things too, because that's a big transition for you, and I think it will be important for the viewers too, just in general, because that'll be what they're interacting with and engaging with, and that those changes might be even more exciting and interesting than anything else. So yeah, it's a tricky question. Other than just doing the promos, you could start an OnlyFans still. Hallik OnlyFans win.
Oh no, probably when I get a better microphone.
Do some ASMR
I don't think that this one, the current mic that I'm using, is good enough for it. It's serviceable; it gets the job done, but I don't think it's OnlyFans worthy. I should say.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps.
Yeah, mine is.
Perhaps
I have the Yeti.
Yeah, you have a nice mic. I don't know. I saw this mic. Picked it up on like 40% off in not Best Buy. What am I saying? In Micro Center, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's good enough.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man. Anything else you want to talk about, Tully?
No. I mean, like,
I'm trying not to burn my voice too much.
Yeah, you're still recovering, so if you feel like you're getting too far, let's go ahead and call it a night. But yeah, kind of a shorter podcast episode, but I think it's
we're only like 30 minutes off. Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
I probably would have.
It's more like an hour off, but it's good. It's all good.
How come an hour off? Do we usually go 2.5 hours?
Yeah, well, we usually go like 2 hours, but we've only been recording for, I guess we've been recording for like an hour 20.
Let me see. How long have we been recording for? Yeah, an hour 20.
The first 5 minutes of that are scuffed, so but I'll have to do a little bit of editing, but it'll be fine. Anyways.
That's just I can feel everything getting really, really dry again. So I need to go to get out.
Yeah. Well, I
Get
hope
water.
you feel better soon. Take care of yourself. Excited for all the changes. Once again, right before we go, quick bit, where can we find you?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to skip this one because I still haven't 100% chosen what I'm gonna rebrand on. And again, and all of that stuff there's no point. All of this stuff is gonna change next week. I'm probably gonna change my Twitter handle.
It is
next
true.
week. So
well,
for now, we'll keep it a secret.
Yeah, when we do podcast again, we'll have some changes for our good buddy Hallik. But yeah, for now, you can find us anywhere where podcasts are found, as well as YouTube, which is where most podcasts can be found as well these days. And you can find us also on TikTok and on Twitter. You can find me at Twitch Cthulhu Tilly, Twitter Cthulhu Tilly, Instagram Cthulhu Tilly, TikTok Cthulhu Tilly, Cthulhu Tilly just everywhere. Go and follow me, please. And hopefully we'll be doing this in 2 weeks. We'll see if I'm live tomorrow with another guest. I'll make some announcements in my Discord. Both Hallik's Discord and my Discord are linked below the episodes, as well as below my Twitch. So please go ahead and follow there, and have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us in the Void.
Thank you.
We appreciate you listening to Chatting in the Void with Cthulhu Tilly and Hallik. You can find a video version of our podcast on YouTube and our audio podcast anywhere where podcasts are found. Go give Hallik a follow at twitch.tv/Hallik_VT, and please check out any guests we might have had on. You can catch our podcast live at 7 p.m. EST most Saturdays or sometimes Sundays. If you want to know when we are live, please join our Discords linked below. Have a wonderful day, or night, or whatever. Thank you for joining us in the Void. We hope to see you next time.